This video is specifically for the men who have come face to face with a decision to commit. And I think that this is an important thing to talk about because there is a lot of pressure to commit. And when I say commit, I'm not just talking about a relationship. I'm talking about where you live, where you work, and yes, the type of relationships that you create and maintain. Men are often under a lot of pressure to commit, and sometimes we commit to things that we really should not commit to because of that pressure. And again, this is really important because, as I talked about in the book What She Taught Me, which is a book that I wrote specifically for men, we are builders. It is within our masculine nature to build. But so many men find themselves buried in the rubble of the structure that they built because they built it the wrong way. They built it with the wrong foundation, and they didn't neutralize the weaknesses. I've said this before. And a lot of that happens when we commit to something that we should not commit to. And I'll give you just an example from my own life. And that's when I stood at the altar face to face with someone about to get married, in my mind knowing that I shouldn't do it. And being on the verge of passing out because I knew that I was doing the wrong thing. I knew I was committing to the wrong thing. The pressure came in because this is someone who I did love and care about and did not want to see hurt by my actions, because there were people there who were my friends and had come from all over the country, because there were people who were proud, and there were people who had given gifts, and there were promises that I had made. And so that commitment was a huge test of where I was as a man. And I chose to go through with it because of that pressure. And that is what ultimately led to the collapse of it years down the road. So when you commit to something in a moment, when you succumb to that pressure and commit, you're not only putting yourself at risk, but you're putting at risk everybody who is connected to you. There is this word, commitment-ophobia, and it was passed around a lot for a while. And it was passed around as something that women should be afraid of, that if they found any of these tendencies that displayed commitment-ophobia in men, they should run. But what I'm here to tell you is that you should have commitment-ophobia, that you should have a healthy fear of commitment. It's going to help you in the long run to avoid tying yourself in knots that are incredibly difficult and painful to get out of, not only for yourself, but again, for the people who you are connected to. When you commit to something or someone, you are closing off an innumerable amount of doors and opportunities. And so you have to be damn sure that you're getting it right. When you choose not to commit at all, you also close off doors and opportunities in an innumerable amount. You know, there's no number on the doors that you close. So what is the answer? What is the solution? Well, the solution is to commit to what is in alignment with yourself, your true self, and what you actually want. Not what your family wants, not what your friends want, not even what the person who you love wants, but what you want. And I'm not saying that that won't be easy. I'm not saying that that won't cause you to make sacrifices or to even hurt people. But the pain that you're going to feel down the road if you commit to something that was never for you to commit to in the first place, that pain is going to be tremendously more harsh than it would if you just commit to yourself in the moment. The commitment to yourself is the ultimate commitment to have. When you commit to yourself, and that doesn't mean that you don't think about other people, it means that you make sure that you are good first. It means that you make sure that you have everything that you need. And in doing so, you're also making sure that the people who are connected to you have the best version of you, and that they can feel secure in their connection with you. Anything other than that is going to lead you on a path of self-destruction. Because many times when people commit to something that they shouldn't be committed to, they end up self-sabotaging their own structure. And this is why I say, if you're not careful, you'll end up standing in the rubble of your own structure, because there will always be something that gives you the tool to destroy what you built. And the only way that you're going to be able to withstand whatever it is, that threat that comes by, is if you feel a 100% commitment to protecting your structure. And you're only going to feel that if that structure that you have built and that you are carrying and that you are connected to and that all of your loved ones are connected to, the only way that you're going to go to bat for that 100% is if it is in alignment with who you are, what you want, what you need, who you need, and what you desire. That's the only way. So do not commit unless that commitment is in line with what you truly want, what you truly deserve, and what you need. I hope you'll tune in for more. For men, I have a Patreon page that's dedicated just to you. I'm going to include the link to it in the information section. I hope this helps. Thank you for listening. Peace and light.